What is going on, world? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Emmy here. Welcome to the Emmy experience, the Emmy extravaganza. And today we are just gonna keep it going with the Venus series. If you need a little description on what Venus represents in astrology, I will link the video up above and in the description box for you to better understand what Venus represents in astrology and how it applies to us when it comes to dating, how we use our money, and so on and what forth. Okay, now, oh, Leos, you guys are so cute. You guys are so cute. Okay, so Leos, all they want is to be shown off. They love big and they want to be loved big. Reciprocity is a really big thing for them. They're gonna give, but if you're not giving back to them, because they're gonna give first because they're such a giver and such a lover. But if you're not giving back, that's when it causes a problem. So Leos, they're ruled by the heart. They're also ruled by the sun. So they're very out there. They're very extravagant. They like to be bougie. So if you were trying to win over a Leo Venus, then taking them out, getting dressed for the tens, owning up the spotlight, like those are all really big things to do with the Leo Venus, if that makes sense. They love to stand out. They are always put together. They like to do anything extravagant and get dressed for the nines or the tens, whatever the saying is. They want to go to the bougiest places. They like to look good. They always very presentable and confident. Confident is a really big thing. Confidence, to have confidence if you're trying to approach them, and then being confident in themselves is also something that's really important to them. They love to look good and stand out. If they aren't already like successful in whatever it is that they do, they are trying to build towards that. They're always trying to grow in the spotlight. But I don't want to say necessarily spotlight, but like they want to rise higher in status, if that makes sense. And they will status and spotlight. If they like people with flash, they may be athletic, they may be sort of performer, some sort of artist, and they may also be attracted to people who have these qualities as well. They're also very adventurous. They like to try new things because it is still a fire sign. When they're in love with someone, they're very proud of their partner. They want to show off their partner. They want to tell everybody about their partner or post them on social media. So it's really important that whoever they're with also is not afraid to like put them out there or like show them off, because it's not that they're not humble. Like the sun, you feel it, you see it, you know, it shines bright. So they want that kind of really Hollywood, Beyonce and Jay-Z, always in the spotlight, everyone's looking at them kind of love. Leo Venuses, they know how to look good, they know how to make you look good. They will bring you a lot of romance as well. They have really high expectations. They are very personal people, or like relatable people. They're really good at like communicating with you and being there for you and supporting you. They have such a big heart because they are like, they're ruled by the heart chakra. So they are givers. They tend to have really high expectations when it comes to relationships and love, because they kind of have like, I don't want to say, it's not really like Pisces where it's like it's delusional and it thinks that you guys are gonna like be together forever even though you guys just met. They're giving you their all, and they can sometimes get lost in relationships because they are so consumed with making you happy. And that's where the element of how well do they love themselves and how well have they established self-love with themselves, where they can become victim and stay in relationships of people who are either taking advantage and not giving reciprocity or giving that same love back, or staying in relationships with people who are making them kind of feel like a little left out, or like not, they want to feel like they're your whole world. They want to feel like they matter to you. And sometimes if they haven't really established that self-love for themselves, they can be trying to cling on and hold and win that attention back from you, to the point where they'll stay in toxic relationships because they're going to continue to try to give to somebody that's clearly not going to give back to them, because they're giving to you in this toxic relationship scenario with the hopes and idea that you will eventually give back to them, which doesn't always happen, if that makes sense. Because they're a fixed sign and because they're such a giver and they are ruled by the heart, once they choose you, they will stick with you. They are not the cheating type. even though they will find it amusing if someone is flirting with them or things like that, like they would probably, like, let's say if somebody was flirting with them, they'd probably like tell you, like, let's say you weren't around, they would tell you like, oh, this person was flirting with me today, just to get a rise out of you, because they want to feel like they're important to you, or they want to just see a reaction. But at the same time, if the roles were reversed, they would like complain. Having a good time is really important to them. They don't like mundane, they don't like to be stuck in a routine with their partner. They want someone that is down to do fun and adventurous things. Once you get too comfortable with doing like boring, and I don't want to say boring, but like if you guys are like staying in the house, if you're not giving the reciprocity that they're looking for, if you're not taking them out anymore, those are things that would come off as red flags for them. They are extremely sensitive. They really value their partner's opinions, especially when it comes to like their aesthetic or their look. So they definitely want to know if you like their hair this way, if you like this color on them, things like that. Passion is something that's really important to them as well. When the passion dies, they need that excitement. They need that Hollywood, romantic, Beyonce, Jay-Z, The Notebook. Like, it's all about them, the wooing. They need to be wooed. But it's not that it's one-sided. Like, they're really big with giving gifts, and they will give you big gifts and extravagant gifts. They're not afraid to like show you how much that they appreciate you. Like, gift giving and physical touch, I would say, are their biggest love languages. But you have to remember that with this sign, like, the way that they love you is the way that they want to be loved back. So if they're constantly, and they're attentive to you too, because they're so devoted to their partner. Like, let's say you've been like really stressed at work lately, and like they make dinners for you all the time, they're going to expect you to eventually make dinners for them too when they have a really difficult time, you know. So things like that, they need that reciprocity, because they give so much. They need to know that it is a balance of give and take. So if you can't give that reciprocity, if you're more of a taker, I wouldn't recommend getting involved with a Leo Venus, just because it's not going to work long term. But it also depends on the rest of their chart. They need to feel appreciated. They need to know that you value them. They need consistency. They need you to not switch up on them, and they need to feel validated by you. They need constant reassurance. So I guess words of affirmation is also another one of their love languages. They are the type to do a lot of, like I just mentioned with the food scenario, like they are acts of service, but it's more of a like gift giving. Like, even though that wasn't a gift giving like example of like a stereotypical gift, but it's a way of showing that they are there for you, that they are going to be dependable for you. Like, I would say that the Leos out of all the air signs, when it comes to love, or like comes to like this placement, like I would say that they're the most consistent, and they're the most earthy of the fire signs, where it will stick by you, it is paying attention to you, and it is going to give to you with the expectation that you will give back to them. That's why it's really important to have reciprocity, to appreciate them, because they are so generous, and they are so giving, and they are so attentive to you. So I think I also touched on the fact that they are very affectionate, the physical touch, they love to cuddle. They tend to like PDA, like a Leo Venus. There probably is no limit to the PDA. They might even be one of those people who like to have sex in public type of things, depending on the rest of their chart. They have like, you know, main character syndrome. Like, they just, this is me and you's Hollywood love story, and we're just going to just share it with the world. And they are the type of person that will make you look good. So if you're someone who wants that let me upgrade you type, they will be that person for you. They do have good taste, good style. They like, I don't want to make them seem like very materialistic, even though they kind of are. They have great taste when it comes to clothes, when it comes to home, when it comes to food. The thing is, they like really extravagant things. Like, luxury is their comfort. Okay, so keep that in mind if you're trying to buy a gift for a Leo Venus or anything like that, or take them somewhere. Taking them out is really important. There's always a reason to get dressed up and go somewhere with the Leo Venus, because you're with them. That is your reason to get dressed up. Let me know down below if I'm making sense. I know you felt that, Leo Venus. I know you felt that one. They are most compatible with the Aries, Libra, Aquarius. I do feel like they can get along with a Taurus if the Taurus has like some more air or fire in their chart. But I just consider that sign as one of those, like, it could work or it could not. Also, I don't see them working really well with like a Capricorn, Scorpio, Cancer, things like that. It does depend on the rest of their chart. So, you know, I think I kind of touched on the physical touch aspect, but like Leo Venuses, it really depends on the rest of their chart if they're gonna be a hoe. Like sex and intimacy is something that goes really hand in hand to them. They need the emotional fulfillment and connection with the physical as well. It doesn't mean that they can't like just go around and hook up with people. Then again, this does depend on the rest of their chart, but they are looking for like that emotional connection to go along with it. So it doesn't mean that they're not hooking up with people just to hook up with people, or like they might find themselves in like hookup situations where they really like the person as a friend, like you guys are like friends with benefits type of situation, or like they hook up with their friends even though it's like casual over like going on Tinder or something like that. You know what I mean? They spend big. They're not afraid to spend money. They're not afraid to spend money on gifts. They're not afraid to spend money on themselves, on you, whatever it may be. So that they can't save money, but they're just not afraid to spend if they see something that they like. This is the type of placement where it really is what you give is what you get. They will always give to you first, okay? But you need to give back. Doesn't mean that they're not paying attention just because they're giving. So if they're realizing that you are not giving back to them, or like Leo Venus, you need to always be more interested in them than they are interested in you. So if they feel like you're losing interest in them, or if they're not getting the same reciprocity or attention or words of affirmation, those are all really important things for them. They need that reassurance. If you're not giving that to them, they will lose interest. If the passion dies, if it becomes too boring, if you're not trying to take them out anymore, they will lose interest. If you're not doing anything fun, things like that, like they need that excitement. If you're not, telling them how much you feel about them, if you're not appreciating them, those are things that will make you lose their attention. They are still a fire sign. They do enjoy drama, they do love the drama. So they might start arguments with you just to start arguments with you. They do like that. But at the same time, if you are confronting them, not afraid to play the victim. Just saying. Overall, since they are the sun, they are the flame, you need to be the gas, constantly hype them up and be there for them. Remaining confident is really important. Appreciating what they do for you, giving that reciprocity, giving them the same kind of love that they give you, that word of affirmation, giving them that physical touch, that random hug or holding hands in public. Like show them off to the world. Don't be afraid to show them to your friends. Don't be afraid to post them on your social media. Give them that same energy back that they're giving to you, and you will have a really exciting, passionate, fun, adventurous love here. I think that's everything. If you have a Leo Venus, comment down below. Let me know if this resonated with you. If it didn't, if I forgot anything, please let me know. If you are dealing with someone with the Leo Venus or have a friend, let me know if this resonated with you at all. And the next video will be in Virgo, so feel free to check out Virgo. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel so you can be notified when I come out with more content, and it validates me. So if you like me, validate me. And yeah, and thanks for watching.